Hey guys, it's Austin, and we're back on Magic Arena playing some more Historic. Today we're playing a deck that has been around in Magic's history for 20 plus years, ever since the original Mirrodin block, which is Affinity. Playing such hits as Thought Monitor, which was in the original Affinity decks, and Artifact Lands. Great Furnace just got recently added to the Arena client, which is really nice because we're already playing red, and this is just a free Artifact Land. But this deck got a few fun new tools in the new set in Edge of Eternities, most notably Pinnacle Emissary, which both halves of this card are really strong in this deck. You can either warp it for 1 mana early in the game, followed up with a few cheap artifacts just to get some 1/1s and power up your Affinity, or you can play it on turn 3 and just have an army in a can, constantly pumping out more 1/1s and making life hard for your opponent. We're also playing Tezzeret, the new 3-mana colorless planeswalker that synergizes with artifacts. The -3, we have a nice little package of stuff to get with it to get value, or you can just wait and take it up to 7 loyalty, and then for the rest of the game you get 3+1/+1 counters and you get to animate your stuff. All good stuff. And yeah, otherwise this deck has been around the block before in Historic. It's just gotten a lot of good upgrades, so we're going to take it into some matches today, best of 3, and see if we can get ourselves back to Mythic. So as of today, Sorin just got nerfed, so you can no longer use his -3 to put Saint Elendra into play. You can only put CMC 6 or less vampires into play, which means you can still put Vein Ripper in, which is pretty good, but not as oppressive as Saint Elenda is. What they didn't do is they did not address Eldrazi, which I think is the best deck in the format right now. We're kind of in an Eldrazi winter at the moment. Everyone's just playing the Ugin's Labyrinth, Eldrazi Temple, pumping out cheap 7 mana. I say cheap, but you know, you can cheat in your 7 mana spells and just have all sorts of goodness happen for you. So hopefully we don't play against too much of that today, but let's get into our first match. On the play, play Tamiyo, but everything else in our hand is uncastable, so this is a mull. This is better. We'll keep, and we're gonna pitch probably the Great Furnace. Maybe the Shivan Reef. Yeah, because I might want Metalcraft, so I'll keep the Great Furnace. But we'll go ahead and drop our Tamiyo, which pumps out an artifact every turn if we want it. Playing against another Jegantha deck. Green-red, that's interesting. Okay, I can play Emissary, Ornithopter, that's something, better than nothing. That'll let me hold up Metallic Rebuke and Galvanic Blast with full power, which is nice. What plays Rockfall Veil? Jund? Okay. Molten Impact. I don't really want to lose my Tamiyo right now, so I'll counter that. Okay. That's fine by me. I'll just drop another Emissary. Attack with the squad, not Ornithopter. If I draw land, I could crack both of my clues to flip Tamiyo. Don't know if that's actually useful or not. Against a Jund deck, maybe it is, because we might need to grind, but we'll see what happens here. Thoughtseize gets rid of my blast, unfortunately. We won't be able to kill his follow-up play. Oh, what are we playing against? This cannot be. Okay, let's crack a clue before we do anything. Another blast. Now, what does this do exactly? Put a counter, then it becomes a value creature, which doesn't seem to do much. Alright, step one, let's attack. I think I am just going to flip my Tamiyo here, because I have nothing better to do. So all of a sudden, we do have them pretty close to dead with burn, because we have the blast in our hand, and we can flashback blast from the graveyard next turn. So we can attack him to 10, blast him, double blast is... Okay, he's gonna Thought Seize me again, most likely. Or maybe Fatal Push. Okay, that's fine. Spellbomb, huh? So I can intensify, so that's gonna get Molten Impact next turn, most likely. Okay, step one is double spell. Drum. A few options. I can bounce the Jarsill. Flashback Blast. It's probably my best bet. If he wants to replay it, that's fine by me. I'm just going to return Galvanic Blast right now. I could bring back Metallic Rebuke, but I don't even need to. Yep. Do I want to kill it? He's going to get Molten Impact. I don't really want him to have Molten Impact, so I guess I'll kill it. I'm not going to be able to get him dead next turn either way, so... Ooh, okay. Let's play another Emissary. Make sure I know what this does when he attacks. Exile either gets a counter or a 1/1 spirit. Don't care about either of those, so I can let that live. He has to kill my Tamiyo this turn. Yeah, just bring back your Thoughtseize, bro. It'll be fine. Fatal Push is fine. And that's going to be game over. Blast you. Bring back Blast. And attack. Alright, it's playing against Jund. Planeswalkers are good against Jund. Shove Aside's not terrible. We'll be on the draw, so we can kill those Jarsills before combat. Haywire Mite didn't really seem to do much. What did I see that could get Pithing Needled? Besides man lands, which I don't really care about. Shadow Spear could be interesting for the hexproof. Probably don't need it though, especially on the draw. What do I cut here? Got one Rebuke on the draw. And one Springleaf. everything's good here. Maybe a Mox Amber. Drawing multiples is bad. This is going to be kind of a slow, grindy game in general. This is not a good looking hand. This is also not great, but we have to keep it. I'm going to dump the Galvanic Blast, I think, because we're nowhere close to Metalcraft. And I still have the shove aside for removal. Interesting. Alright, we're just going to pass. Oh, Crucius. You don't see that every day. Let's just kill it. Draw a blast. I think I'm just Tezzeretting here. What am I getting? Guess I'll get Retrofitter Foundry since I don't have much else going on. I'll drop the Ornithopter just to get an extra loyalty. Tezzeret down. Ooh. Hold up, hold up. We've got plays now. Let's warp. Play the Foundry. I'm actually going to be one short here of casting the Cannoneer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, I'm not. Can I activate this? No. That's okay. As long as he doesn't have like a mass artifact removal spell. Oh, that gets rid of all my creatures. Alright. Kind of gross. But at least I get my Pinnacle Emissary back next turn. Forgot about this card. Let's drop the Emissary. It does give us Metalcraft. Okay. Ew. It's really bad for us. Get rid of all of our action. Let's draw Tezzeret. Okay, I'll take Tamiyo. Oh, and let's bring back Jegantha while we can. Fatal push. Good news is he doesn't have any action either. That's fine. Alright. Here we go, Jegantha. So we're behind here. We definitely need to draw something. We still have good top decks. This thing will get annoying soon. But not yet. Drum doesn't help me. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna attack. He's just gonna trade. So that will shut off any Emrys that I draw. Right. Guess I'll play this just to activate Metalcraft. Probably should have done the last turn, but I was sandbagging in case we found a Pinnacle Emissary. Control no permanents with bounty counters on them. Okay, I don't even think I care about this guy. I'm not gonna kill it right now. Just pass. Ew, Croxa. That's bad. Maybe a screw. I will just kill the shovel. Draw a Tezzeret to get rid of the Croxa. That will not do it. I'll just concede here. Game was pretty much over with that Ancient Grudge, honestly. What do I want to change here? Not much. Stone of Erech is useful against the Croxa, but that's pretty much it. Don't know if I want the Shove-Asides on the play. I just want to keep my deck low to the ground. Let's go here and bring Metallic Rebuke back in. Maybe I just should have kept my deck the same, I don't know. Get to be able to play now. This hand, it's a keep. I gotta be careful how I dole things out here, though. I don't think I want to play against artifact removal on turn 1. He has Ancient Grudge, but I didn't see any 1-mana artifact destruction. Thought Wanderer. Let's play Emry. I can play Pithing Needle, hold up Metallic Rebuke, but I want to get on the board here. Again, we have this question of what do I want to name with Pithing Needle. Let me think. Croxa doesn't do anything. Old Impact, Ancient Grudge. I guess the Unlicensed Hearst. That's the only thing we saw that really does anything. If that was his plan of dealing with Emry, I guess that could be really useful for us. Old Impact, I have a feeling that might be coming. Thopter. Thopter's good. That lets me drop my Thought Monitor. Next turn, we'll probably be able to play our Cannoneer, depending on what he does, I guess. If he has Ancient Grudge here, we're pretty screwed, though. He just blows up all my mana. That's easy. Let's go with the Cannoneer, probably. Rebuke. Is he just planning on depriving me of artifacts for the rest of the game? It's going to be difficult. Curse doesn't do anything. That was a very strange play by him. He must have a plan to get rid of the Cannoneer, I guess. Oh, he must have the Extinction event again. Kind of rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have anything better, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes the Extinction event. It's the only thing that makes sense from playing this way. What? Is he just missing a land? Well, this is great news for me, because now I can hold up Spellbomb to bounce my own Cannoneer in response to a whatever. Not drawing land is not ideal. Or not drawing an artifact, I mean. That's fine, he can chump block if he wants. Do I want to bring back Jegantha? Might as well. Let's do this. I'm not going to kill Crucius, because again, I need to hold up the Spellbomb for the Cannoneer. So I'm 99% sure he's got the Extinction event. There it is. We will return this to our hand. By Ornithopter. Possible I should have just killed Crucius instead of getting back Jegantha. Emry. Okay. I could Emry Blast. I think I just want to... I can Cannoneer, but now if he has Liliana of the Veil, it's really rough. But does he keep in Liliana against me? I don't think he does, because I have the ability to swarm the board so much that it's usually pretty worthless. I think this is my best hope of victory here. I'm just going to slam the Cannoneer again. See if he's playing multiple extinction events. He could be. Jersil eventually will be able to get back extinction event, but not for a while. 3 mana. Getting back Jegantha. Okay, that's good news. He's going to Thoughtseize me. Take the blast, I assume. Maybe Emry. Yep. Alright, let's draw something good here. Emissary. It's not a dead draw, but it's not an amazing draw either. Presents lethal next turn at least. Well, assuming I draw an artifact, but... I'm still just baffled why he didn't Thoughtseize the Cannoneer away. He's got to know it's my best card in the matchup by a lot. The Ward 4 is basically hexproof in this matchup. Besiege you. Okay. Grab an Island. So now he can turn off my Emry. Not that I think that matters a ton. Get Molten Impact. Really? Just to get Fatal Push? Okay. Yeah, so he's just banking on me not throwing an artifact, I guess. Can kill Emry, which doesn't really matter because he could turn it off anyway. Come on, artifact off the top. Alright, that should do it. Good top deck. And that is why we play artifact lands, because even when you top deck lands, sometimes it's good. Alright, so we took advantage of a somewhat, I think, inexperienced player not realizing that Kappa Cannoneer is such a house in this kind of matchup. Definitely should have Thoughtseized that instead of the Metallic Rebuke. But I will take what we can get. And we're, I believe, 1 win away from Mythic, if I'm not mistaken. Unless there's another tier in between that I'm forgetting about. We're getting some really awkward hands. We haven't really been able to show off the explosive potential of the deck yet. Does it keep? Playing against a Lurus deck? Okay. I guess we're just putting a Thought Monitor on the bottom. could have taken my chances with the Metallic Rebuke and just hope for double monitor, but okay. Play drum. We'll play Ornithopter. And I think just pass. I'm not going to play the Amber because I won't be able to rebuke even if I have the Amber out. I'm 1 mana short. Raptor resolves. Johnny. Let's just kill a Johnny now. That's not a bad draw. Yep, we're just gonna run out Fault Monitor. Still probably gonna be a little too slow here, unfortunately. Emissary we kind of drew out of order. If we had that before we dropped all of these cheap 1 and 0 mana artifacts, we'd be in business. Okay, that's fine. He's wasting his turn killing my 2/2. Okay. We're just gonna drop the Emissary. Now we can hold up Metallic Rebuke. Nope. Does get to draw a card, unfortunately. Found a land. Alright, well he's taking away my clock, which is unfortunate. Need to find like a Kappa Cannoneer or something here. Tamiyo's not great. It blocks though. He doesn't have a clock yet either. We're definitely losing this game though. We know he has all gas in hand because he missed a land drop earlier. We're going to block. And block. Okay. Okay. Oh man, come on. Play Jegantha. How many creatures can I block here? One, two, three. I take 6, go to 1. I mean, I'm almost certainly dead here, but we'll play it out. As soon as he top decks a Goblin Bombardment, it's super over. Any removal spell, most cards kill us here. I got to Mythic playing the Boros deck last season. Okay, we're not dead, but still in trouble. Oh, we are dead. If he stacks his triggers correctly. Actually, no, we're not, because we can chump block, but I mean, he elects not to send to the sky either. Okay, go here, here, and 1, 2, yeah, I have to chump block here. don't think I have any outs to stay in this game. That's certainly lot one. Alright. Boros, energy. We want Pithing Needle. We want stone. Probably not stone on the play. We want shove aside. Haywire Mite's interesting. They can hit the bombardment, but usually by the time it comes down, it's too late. So I'd rather just rely on Pithing Needle for that. Consign doesn't do anything. Tezzeret is mediocre, but I can still fetch useful things, so I'll keep in the 2. Don't need Tormod's Crypt. I mean, if they're playing Flage, I can hit Flage, but... So I guess that's another reason to bring in Stone. I'll cut a Mox. Cut... what else? Maybe just a couple of Rebukes on the play. We're going to be more looking to get our game plan going rather than slowing down what he's doing. So actually, no, it's fine. I'll keep the 2 Rebukes. Maybe cut the Rebukes on the draw in favor of something else, just because it'll be harder to get the improvise set up. Come on, give me a good hand. We haven't had a great one yet. Alright, turn 1 Emry. Can't complain. What a mulligans. An emissary we can cast. It's not amazing, but not terrible. Static prison, never mind. Let's just get back Jegantha, I guess. Pretty rough hands we've been getting. Just a victory is gonna die. Just kill it. Play drum. He's got to be careful. He's going to lose that static prison next turn. Alright. He's found a way to sustain it. Oh, no, he hasn't. Thought monitor. Yep, we'll drop that. Well, we're starting to draw into action, but hopefully it's not too late. Okay, cool. Just didn't have a way to deal with my stuff. Alright, yeah, I think Rebuke's going to be too slow on the draw. Let's bring in Tezzeret. And maybe I do want the Haywire Mite, just in case he does get a bombardment down like that game. I don't think I want anything else. Alright. Come on, no whammy. Good hand. Okay, this hand doesn't do anything currently, but we can stop whatever he's doing at least. Sentinel's actually really annoying with what we're doing with our hand, unfortunately. I can play the Mite, but it's just going to die, most likely. I think I'm okay with that. Man, if I draw like a Pinnacle Emissary, suddenly this hand is cooking with gas. Tezzeret, not terrible. I can go Springleaf Drum, pay for the attacks, and Pithing Needle. Or maybe Stone of Erech is better, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably Stone of Erech, because there's more ways that he can kill his own guy than just bombardment. This also works if he plays a Flage, and might as well drop the Mox, since we don't have to pay the tax for it here. Oh, just came back Luris, okay. Okay, let's think. I can get whatever I want with Tezzeret here. But what's best to get? Just an Ornithopter for another blocker? It's not great. Playing Pithing Needle doesn't seem great because he would have just played Bombardment if he had it. Okay, let's see what Tezzeret can get us. Oh, I do have to pay the tax, huh? I guess I'm just gonna pay it. And instead of minusing Tezzeret, let's just untap our Haywire Mite. It's actually a decent roadblock with what's going on the board. Guide. Luris. I'm shocked that this is working, I'm going to be honest. Let's start with Thought Monitor. Okay. I can shove aside the Luris, pay the tax, play Pithing Needle, play Tamiyo, minus Tezzeret. A lot of options. Let's start with minusing Tezzeret. See what we can get. I think I just get Ornithopter. We will play Shove Aside on Luris. Play Tamiyo. Play Needle. And naming Bombardment. Pass the turn. Pride. It's kind of annoying. He does have City's Blessing now. I can get Retrofitter Foundry with Tezzeret. That's not terrible. I can send with my Thought Monitor and Tamiyo. Ascend. The sky. Get a clue. Do I crack the clue right away? Might as well. If I find the Thought Monitor, it flips Tamiyo right away. Well. That's pretty funny. Andrew drew a blast for some protection. Beautiful. I think I just killed the Guide of Souls right away. Well, I don't have to pay tax on it. I should have tapped the Thought Monitor. That was a mistake. Because I can chump with the Ornithopter and sack it to Foundry. Static Prison is fine. Pithing Needle. Oh, so he has he does have bombardment. Okay. Good news is we still have the Stone of Erech, so this isn't going to completely blow us out. It's still pretty rough, though. Well, that doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So our plan actually worked against Boros. And look at that, we are now Mythic. And I guess we'll play one more match, since we're in Mythic now. Try to ladder up. Don't know how close we're going to be to getting into the top 250 this season, which I did manage to do last season, but it's a little late in the season now for me to try to make that push, but we'll see. It is a lot easier to do it in Historic because there's fewer players. There were times when I was in the top 50 in Mythic last season and I was getting paired against Diamond and Platinum players in the Historic queue just because there's not as many players. And I will be playing in the qualifier weekend this coming Saturday, which is limited. I might record it, I might not, we'll see. I gotta get up pretty early for that here on the West Coast. Alright, we're gonna be on the play, finally. Interesting. Let me think here how I want to play this. I could sandbag the Emissary for a turn. I could go land pass, and then I could go land Emissary, Amber, Emry, and hold up Metallic Rebuke. Let's keep. It's kind of a weird thing with the Emissary. Sometimes it incentivizes you to just play a landing and say go. Colonnade. Fine. Oh baby, look at that. Warp. Boom. 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 Get lost. I'd rather not get lost, if you don't mind. Oh my god, what a card to draw. Yeah. What do I have in my graveyard? Ornithopter? Sure. So if he has a 4-mana Wrath, it's pretty much his only way out of this. Even then, it might be too late. How much can I attack for here? I have another Emissary in my yard. I could just play this one. 1, 2, 3. I can attack for 10. Let me think. I think it's just best to get the one out of my graveyard while I still have the Emry. Probably should have kept my Ornithopters back in case he had split up, but it doesn't matter. He's just going to wipe the board here. Alright. Stock up. Okay, that's good for me. Guess there was an argument for Forest. Farseek, okay. Don't see that every day. Oh, you can get the Surveil lands, that's cute. Yeah, let's just go ahead and work this. I don't want to overextend into another Wrath, so this is kind of perfect. That'll let me sandbag one of my emissaries. Still got a bit of an uphill battle. Hold this blast. See if he plays like a Teferi. Snapcaster. Verdict. Another Galvanic Blast off the top would not be unwelcome. Oh, Tamiyo. Okay. I mean, if he has a third Wrath, then we're completely out of gas, but I feel like he would not have Snapcastered if that was the case. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Do I want to just fire it off now? Kind of. Before he gets to untap. I doubt he's playing Negate main deck. Phew. Okay, by the skin of our teeth. Get the job done. As good as Galvanic Blast was there, it probably is not staying in our deck for long. So we'd rather have Tezzeret, Hope of Ghirapur. This is good against Wraths. Pithing Needle is meh. Triggered abilities. I mean, I can stop what? Teferi activations. That's not great. Pithing Needle comes in. Shadow Spear, maybe? Hexproof? Eh, it doesn't seem great. Cut a couple blasts. Cut 3 blasts. Leave 1 in for the dream. What else can come in that would be good? Not much. We have more that we want to take out than bring in, honestly. I'm almost tempted to take out like another Springleaf Drum or something, but we'll keep some of our explosiveness. I'll just go down to 1 blast on the draw. Yuck. I mean, also yuck, but this is a keep. I'm actually going to put Spirebluff on the bottom and keep our most highest explosive potential intact. Sparks headquarters, okay. Alright, Springleaf is not a terrible draw because that lets us do this. Dump out a bunch of artifacts. Rest in peace. Really? curious. Let's see. Can I do everything I want here? I can play Ornithopter. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this works. Cathedral War. You see that every day. Get Lost is interesting. That signals to me that he might not have whatchamacallit, a Wrath. Indeed no. Alright, sweet. That gets us up to 97%. So yeah, it's gonna be a uphill battle to get into the top 250, but alright, I think that was I think we'll call it there. But good showing for the deck today. Don't know what I'd change at the moment. This was kind of an experimental sideboard. Might want to look into more control pieces or whatnot. It's not like control's a big part of the metagame right now anyway, but yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. I would recommend taking it for a spin if you have the means to build it. The Eldrazi matchup is not terrible, which is another plus. I don't think the Eldrazi deck is going to stick around for long, unless WotC just decides that they don't care about Historic whatsoever. So we'll see. And yeah, thanks for watching.